Hey, Burger, you know what week it is?
WrestleMania week.
That's right. And since we're not going to watch the show, I figured we should watch some old matches.
I agree.
It's a watch along, folks.
All right.
All right. So it's WrestleMania week, and we decided since we're not going to waste our time spending 2 days watching the current product, we're going to do a watch along for everyone on their Peacock network.
I don't want to spend 2 hours watching WrestleMania. I don't want to spend 2 minutes watching this WrestleMania this year.
Yeah, I'm not going to. So we've picked 4 matches from WrestleMania's past that we're going to watch along with you. Now, I know with the Peacock network, it's going to be a lot harder to get to because the matches aren't put in their own order, or not the order, their own chapter. Or if someone's going old school and they have it like a DVD or a VHS they're watching along, they can just queue it up. And since this is a podcast, you can just pause it, so I'm not really worried about whether or not you can get to where we're at on time. We'll just let you know. So we're gonna do 4 matches, right, Burger?
That's right.
Can you tell folks?
All right, here we're gonna start off with the Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Followed by Bret Hart versus Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 8. And then the third match is going to be Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20, where it all begins again. And number 4, Triple H versus Sting, WrestleMania 31. I've not seen that match.
And that match was picked because of our guest, as always,
Tim, the producer.
He's here. And who's your favorite wrestler, Tim?
I love the mime.
And for those of you who've been watching along with us,
he's the Crow.
Knows that that's Sting. And Sting's only WrestleMania match was against Triple H. So we're going to watch that one for Tim.
I just want to say, I'm disturbed by how much of this Kirkland brand Tennessee Sour Mash whiskey, half gallon we've drank so far. And I think they might be okay being a sponsor for this episode. So...
Well, we have had Kirkland Signature sponsors in the past, so
yeah, but they weren't okay with our content.
We've mended our relationship.
Well, I think they will support wrestling. They won't support our usual.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they know you have to be liquored up.
Yeah,
right on. So right now we have it running the video package for Hogan and Warriors playing. Is
that Becky the bus driver?
That's Becky the bus driver right there, or AKA Earthquake.
Well, we gotta do a timestamp.
Well, I was getting to the match, actually. I was trying to get there. That was where it stopped.
By Becky the bus driver, we mean Earthquake.
Earthquake. So here, we'll do this. Tell you what. This is on the Peacock Network time. And we'll just explain it for you if you don't have it. 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 57 seconds is where we have it queued right now. Hulk Hogan's on his knees, and Ultimate Warrior is standing over him wearing orange and pink. If you queue it up around this time, it should be fine. He's got tassels. Yes, he does. That's the Ultimate Warrior. So, Tim, do you know anything about I think you've seen Warrior before, right?
I've seen him with these tassels before.
Yeah.
They're just so flamboyant that I am attracted to his figure.
He is definitely on steroids for sure.
Oh, I don't know.
He's riled up. He's colorful.
So these two. This is the match here. These are the 2 biggest guys.
He didn't even hit.
He's reluctant.
Well, because they're good guys.
They're both good guys.
Yeah, they're both good guys. They're both fan favorites.
So he wouldn't hit him from behind when he wasn't looking.
Right, yeah, because that's the sportsmanship part. So here we go. So here we go. They just they're showing the Sky Dome.
That was before?
Yeah, this was all the build up to the match. So right now, Howard Finkel's introducing the Ultimate Warrior to the match. 67,000 fans, I believe, in the Sky Dome that 1990, April 1st, I believe.
Is that a gimmick number or is that the real number?
I believe that's the real number. Somewhere around 67, yeah. A lot of people.
Here's the Ultimate Warrior.
So this is 2 what you call baby faces?
2 baby faces. Good job.
Excellent.
Good job.
God damn.
Excellent. So Ultimate Warrior is the
great student.
So this was an interesting.
I've been forced to study.
This was an interesting time for them because I think we did a Saturday Night's Main Event watch along around this 90.
Yeah.
And so this is right around the time that George Zahorian got raided by the feds. It was right around this time.
Oh.
See, I think we've talked about that specific thing, but I know about Hulk Hogan somehow.
He's a cultural icon.
From being a child.
Yeah, it's like I've heard
in America.
I've heard of Paul McCartney,
but
I know him from somewhere.
I've never heard of the Ultimate Warrior.
Look at that! Look at how many people are there. That's just
you can't even see what's going on in the ring.
Zoom out shot, that old school style from the corner of a giant.
Way too
dome.
many just to see a roided out guy act.
So he's the Intercontinental Champion.
Yes, the Ultimate Warrior is the Intercontinental Champion. Hulk Hogan is the WWE, WWF Heavyweight Champion.
So both titles are on the line, or
so
just the
that
heavyweight?
was a weird thing. They called it title for title, but they never really explained if Hogan was going to get Warrior's title if he won and why he'd even want it.
Right,
because the Warrior ended up. Well, I don't want to give any spoilers.
That's a big picture.
To anyone,
sign.
I mean,
holy cow!
we'll see.
These were definitely planted signs.
That wasn't a planted sign.
That's really high.
Someone brought that in with
passion these people had for Hulk Hogan.
They wouldn't let you into a stadium with that these days.
These were the only two. These were the only two guys for this event to walk out. Remember, we actually not that long ago on our own watched Andre and Hogan from WrestleMania 3.
Yes.
Remember how they had those carts wheeling people out?
Right.
Yeah. They had the same thing for this WrestleMania. They had carts, and of course, the only two that didn't use them were Hogan and Warrior because they're ultimate baby faces. And if you notice, Ultimate Warrior sprinted down to the ring, so he's already tired.
Yes, he's already tuckered out.
He's already tired.
Man, they got really colorful posters. The balding
Hulk
guy
Hogan looks
rips
so
his
good.
Shirt off.
Hulk Hogan is a really great looking professional wrestler. Like
he's the ultimate pro wrestler, like physically.
I just
and
like,
just as far as the antics
how
go.
Balding it was allowed to exist back then.
Well, because he had such a great mustache. It's the mustache too. I mean, come on.
Well,
and the energy.
These days, you would never see someone balding on TV. They all have a fake.
Right, especially in their 30s.
Right.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan is in his 30s right now. He's not that much older than us.
Yeah, how old is he right here?
So WrestleMania 3, he was 35. So he's like 38, 37, 38 here.
Okay, so he's just under 40.
Yeah. My dad, when I was born, my dad was 29. He had that same hair that Hulk Hogan had.
Hulk Hogan is like a hot dog that's been on the roller for
Oh
too
yeah,
long,
definitely. He's got the hot dog
7-Eleven.
skin.
Yeah.
Oh
What
wow.
happened? We had an ad break.
They did like a little...
A weird ad break. That was strange. I hope that didn't throw off the watch along.
No, I think that's probably... Everyone's
fine.
probably
Probably
experiencing
Well, no,
that.
if someone's
anyone
watching on their
watching it,
WrestleMania
yeah.
6 VHS tape with us right now.
Yeah, I doubt they are because we already gave them a timestamp earlier, so they had to. They're probably going off that.
Well,
if
I know,
not,
and I queued their VHS tape to the site we saw on TV.
Okay.
So are they from different wrestling organizations? Is that why they have different belts?
No.
No.
The Ultimate Warrior is the Intercontinental Champion, which at the time symbolized like the number 2. Like
The Ultimate Warrior really looks like an animal from like the jungle with that hair.
Yeah, he does. He's got a great look. That's why
terrific.
That's why Vince McMahon was so in love with him. He's horrible in the ring, but he had the $10 million
Hulk Hogan
look.
looks like the guy who works on a Firebird in his driveway.
Right, drinks a
after
beer.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan is a humongous man.
He gets mad and yells at people, but then he's nice afterward.
Warrior shoves Hogan first. Look at this is so when it comes to professional wrestling, this is a textbook example of doing very little and getting enormous reactions.
Milking
the crowd. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
That crowd is loud. And
Yes.
Hulk
Look
has
at
this
him.
thing where he just like looks around really confused all the time.
Well, he looks around at the crowd.
He gets his energy.
It's his way of interacting with the crowd, which gets the crowd into it.
Yes, but in like the kind of kayfabe universe that they work in, Hulk Hogan gets his power
the momentum
from the crowd.
like in a sporting event, how they believe if the home team's crowd is really loud, it helps the home
Hulk
team.
has no confidence unless it's from other people.
No, he has the confidence. It's just that those are his Hulkamaniacs. Those are they're his ride or die. It's
test
his
of strength.
crew.
I don't think I've seen this match. If I've seen this
one
match,
of Pat Patterson's
it was
masterpieces.
a decade ago.
Look at this test of strength.
What is this?
So this is test of strength. This is old school style wrestling. The Greco-Roman knuckle lock is what they would call it, but it's a test of strength essentially. So now they're like playing, like where you interlock hands, you're trying to twist their wrists back, kayfabe wise. And what they're really doing, they're milking the crowd. It's a test of strength. They're trying to see who's stronger, and both these guys are supposed to be the strongest in the entire company, in the entire wrestling world. And it's them, as Gorilla Monsoon would say hundreds of times, it's the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. It's just two giant forces. It's Batman versus Superman. This is Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. It's the biggest thing that they could have done at the time.
Yes.
This makes more sense than Batman versus Superman. Because Superman's an alien that can fly.
Also, Batman versus Superman, they're both vigilantes who do good.
Hulk Hogan.
As to where Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan make sense because they're two competitors trying to be a champion.
They're both good guys.
Right.
So the crowd's going apeshit for Warrior right now.
Yeah, for two men holding hands.
As Warrior gets the upper hand.
I mean, really, if you really break it down.
No, there's a third guy in there, and he's begging.
Right, but that's all part of the sell. In reality, look at it. They're not even really gripping hands. Ultimate Warrior's not even holding him. Look at it.
Ultimate Warrior
just have their hands
lifting
interlocked.
his fingers up and down.
Yeah, and Hogan is just on his knees, just looking back around at the crowd. This is incredible.
Hulk Hogan always has to come back from like the impossible. That's like what I've seen, which is like 3 matches. Is that Hulk Hogan always seems like he's going to lose and then he doesn't.
That's like the formula of the Hogan match.
Yeah, very common.
The Hogan formula, since he was such a big guy, would be to face really strong, big, nasty, fat.
Damn,
Crowd the last time we saw was.
Look at this. The crowd was so pro Hogan. They were even louder for Hogan when he.
Yeah, I was thinking the Warrior was so over with him, and as soon as Hogan got the upper hand,
I hear
went
booing.
apeshit.
I hear booing now. Sounds like oh.
There's like a sustained roar. Yeah, here, let me give it a couple notches.
Raise it to dad volume.
It's not dad volume yet. We can't have it, or we'll get flagged.
Come on.
Hogan does look like a hot dog that was burnt in the microwave.
He's giving him head right now.
Yeah, Warrior definitely looks like he's giving him head right now.
That's disgusting. Don't be rude.
But now he's battling back.
Oh, look, he's shaking his leg.
Well, yeah, because the Warrior would do the same thing that Hogan would do. He would call upon the fans to give him strength. So, like, they've both done it now.
I think more people are fans of the Warrior than Hogan.
That's tough. It was really like a 50-50.
The Warrior is.
It's been 10 minutes and they've hardly done anything.
More attractive than Hogan.
Oh, he's definitely more attractive. He's younger. There's that. There we go.
Yep,
There's those words. The crisscross. Big old body slam.
Yeah.
But Warrior got right back up.
Shit. No sell.
Oh.
I think they really like Warrior more, from what I can hear from the crowd.
Body slam? Ah, there you go.
It's got to be equal for now.
Look at that. What a great look.
Oh, but Hogan doesn't pop up like Warrior did.
Warrior. Yeah, exactly. Hogan didn't pop up.
I'm surprised he allowed that to happen.
That's part of the story.
The Hulkster is the old man.
Hulkster's the older guy. He's the old.
He's refusing to turn over guard.
Right.
Uh-oh.
How great would it be to have one of those WrestleMania aprons, like just hanging up in your garage?
Yeah, or your living room behind your big screen television.
Well, it'd be 20 feet long, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you're gonna have one of those aprons, you're gonna be somebody who has a really long wall.
Right. You're gonna have it, yeah.
You have a lot of square footage in your house.
Warrior playing a little heel, stomping
Yeah.
out Hogan there.
That's not kind.
The ref was worried.
My knee's gone, brother. My knee's gone.
I gotta do it.
The Warrior's like, let's get this over with.
This is a weird psychological choice here because, like, the referee should be counting and Warrior should have just brought him in like that. Like, that was weird why the ref would jump out. Unless they were trying, unless that was their way in 1990 to try to make it seem like it was real. Like, maybe Hulk Hogan really got hurt.
Right. Or sometimes you hear, like, the referee knows it's a big match. You can't just count them out.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
look at them. They're both cheating here, going at the eyes, and now they're choking each other.
So 88, everyone's got tube TVs.
This is 90, but yes, yeah.
And they're watching on... Oh, the ref's inside, Warrior.
Uh-oh. Warrior's getting real...
Ooh, Hogan.
He's getting pissed off now.
Hogan's like, oh, no way, brother.
So,
fuck you, Warrior.
That was kind of a heel move on Hogan's side, right? Because he came in while he was talking to the ref.
Yeah, but he was retaliating.
He's retaliating
from what
for the
Warrior
cheap shot.
just did.
That's why the ref was stopping Warrior, because the Warrior cheap shotted him. Oh, here we go. This is the crowd here. Count.
Okay, so there are a lot of people on Hogan's side.
It's like 50-50. Like,
hey,
if you hear stories from people who were there, like wrestlers who were there, workers who were there, there was a legit, pretty damn close to 50-50 split for these two guys.
Oh, another one.
There you go. That's it. He's done. Wait, why didn't they zoom in and show Hogan's shocked face on that near count? The near fall burger? What the hell?
Yeah, this is before they really got their shit together.
Why didn't the camera shake every time he landed the elbow?
Why doesn't the camera change angles?
Oh, here we go.
And change perspective every time there's somebody makes motion.
Even though it's not that complicated, it's clearly it didn't seem choreographed.
Right.
There should be a camera change every time there's impact. Anytime there's contact. There should be a camera change.
Oh.
Camera change.
Oh.
Camera change.
Oh. Oh. Boom. Referee's like, hey,
what's with those closed fists?
You better open that fist
do
up.
As many as you want, but I'm going to really give you shit about doing it.
He has to actually listen to the ref.
For the most part, yeah. The ref knows the levity. Is that the right word in this match? Levity?
Yeah. He understands, the gravitas of this whole situation.
It almost seems like a fight.
Right.
He doesn't want to be the guy. He doesn't want to be the guy who spoils this great main event by doing a DQ or counting someone out.
But now the Warrior doesn't pop right back up.
You know what? Yep. You know what helps? Another kick out. This is the second. You know what helps to make this seem more realistic is that these are like sweaty, normal-looking men, and not painted up.
Yeah, they're not very pretty. Ultimate Warrior obviously looks ridiculous, but
I wouldn't say normal-looking. I mean, these guys are both 200.
These guys would.
Hulk Hogan looks like a guy you would see in his garage.
In his face, but like Hulk Hogan is like 6 foot fucking 5.
Yeah.
He's
like
eclipse
20%
the sun.
larger than the average guy.
Yeah.
His face.
Facially, yes. He doesn't look like a model. You're right.
He's not Randy Orton.
Right.
But he would eclipse the sun if he were within like a 500 foot radius.
That's what you want to see in a fighter, though. If you imagine a fighter that's realistic, they're big and they're fucking ugly.
And again, look, they're doing another resting, they're milking the crowd. They're doing a rest spot here. Essentially, they're catching their breath.
A pretty person wouldn't risk breaking their nose.
Right.
I've seen him do it in UFC. Some of the guys I see, I'm like, holy shit! Why?
There's
that
one that gal used to be in UFC, Paige Van Zant, who was like a really pretty gal, like model looking kind of gal, and she wasn't really that good, but it was like, why are you fighting? Like,
right. Like, they're going for your face.
They're busting up your moneymaker.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's a good woman.
I mean, I'll take her afterwards. Shit, where do I sign up?
Have you seen any of Hogan's matches in Japan?
No, I heard TLF talk about him.
I've heard other people talk about him where because
There's one that kick out here.
people criticize Hogan's in-ring like it's all theatrics but then they'll be like, yeah, but in Japan he was really good in Japan. I haven't seen any of his Japanese performances.
He's got a belly.
He's a massive man.
He's a very steroided man.
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, cocaine, steroids. What's it? It doesn't. In 1990, it doesn't mean anything.
I kind of want the Ultimate Warrior to win.
Crowd's getting
My mom was
back into
doing
it.
cocaine when she was pregnant with me. That was a different time.
Oh, his eyebrows are yellow?
No, that's just the paint that's all worn off. Big elbows from the Warrior. This crowd's going ape shit. Hogan drops down.
Warrior
Double
does-
clothesline. Oh,
nice.
great spot.
Who took more? No, that would be cheesy.
That's how WrestleMania is going to end, with a double countout.
If you want to be realistic, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like a double count out. That seems dorky.
The camera work is just so unusual back then. Like, compared to now,
Yeah.
like they'll just like that shot that they just did. Films his fist up to his face, and now everything is so scripted down to the moment
Yep.
that you get up and you make contact with the camera, and it's so phony now.
This crowd is going unglued.
This crowd's going ape shit. And 2/3 of them knew
But
it was
to
a
be
work
honest,
at this
guys,
point.
it's kind of phony that they respond to the crowd even here.
Oh, he's hulking up. That
Like I was
Ultimate Warrior.
trying to explain earlier, and if you wanted to really try to make an excuse
The Ultimate
for it,
Warrior can't be affected by his hits right now because he's being worked up by the crowd. That's phony.
right? But like I said, if you wanted to make an excuse for it, you could explain how like the 12th man for the Seahawks give the defense an advantage when they're playing against another team. It's the momentum that you get from a rabid crowd.
Oh, that wasn't a good.
Yeah, it was kind of a
Yeah,
crummy.
Ultimate Warrior is not a good worker. I mean, like I have any right to call anyone a good or bad worker, but he's
He's not
usually
good.
pretty
He's
sloppy.
Hulk's reacting to a hit that Ultimate Warrior didn't even happen. I understand that's what you're saying.
Oh, big
Yeah.
old suplex.
That's the first suplex of the night. Or the match. Nice. Uh-oh, bear hug.
Bear hug.
Looked a little more menacing when Andre was doing it.
Right.
At WrestleMania 3.
Right.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior looks smaller than Hulk.
Yeah, it looks like they're just like at a
Yeah,
middle school dance.
Doing
slow
a bear hug.
dancing. But that's why Hogan is in agony.
Didn't Lesnar beat Mr. America with a bear hug?
It was Hogan.
Right.
No, but he wasn't Mr. America at the time. He was Hogan.
Oh, he was Hogan.
And
Oh,
he like
okay.
ragdolled him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was only because they told Hogan that he could come back at Survivor Series at Madison Square Garden and beat Lesnar later that year. That's what Hogan thought was going to happen. Was that
Really?
he was going to get his win back at Madison Square Garden at Survivor Series.
Really?
The ref
Yeah.
is getting
Oh my
involved
God,
by
I
stopping
never heard
the
of
hair
that.
pulling.
It's incredible. Hogan beating Lesnar in 2000.
This is a middle
3.
school dance. The woman, the female's getting a little too aggressive here in the dance, but Hogan's like, what the heck?
It hurts.
Did he flip
Brother.
off the ref?
Listen up, brother. Hmm?
Yeah, they are just standing there. This is definitely, they're both tired as fuck.
Yeah. He can't even muster up the energy to.
Well, Hulk's got to Hulk up.
Yeah.
Warrior just had his Warrior up, and now Hulk's got to do his Hulk up. See, look, he's messaging to Hebner to raise his arm. He's going to do the arm drop.
Mm-hmm.
Raise my arm, brother. Raise my fucking arm, brother.
Uh-oh.
The old school.
60,000 people paid
Yeah.
money to come here and watch these
Dude,
men hug each other.
probably close to 1 million, 500,000 people or so on pay-per-view bought it.
God, that's incredible.
There's one drop. Here we go. There's two
Oh,
drops.
Come on. This is
It's
how we
over.
saw Andre the Giant.
Oh,
Oh, come
Nope.
on.
no way.
Oh, there we go. Come on, Hogan.
He's pulling his hair.
Oh, big old punch
Hitting
to the
him.
face.
So what's the idea? Hulk waits for them to wear themselves out,
Uh-oh.
and then he comes back.
He just had a surge of energy.
I was imagining that he actually had the energy the whole time,
Oh, no.
but he's waiting for them to waste their energy choking him out.
Double axe handle off the top rope. Warrior resorting to the top rope.
It doesn't make
Never see
sense
that.
that he's a surge of energy after being deprived of oxygen for that long.
Because of the crowd
Ugh,
giving him
no,
hope.
that doesn't make sense. I don't like the energy from the crowd thing.
Ooh. There you go. Hogan had it scouted.
He's been studying the
He was
tapes.
saying the tapes.
Watching the tapes backstage.
Watching a
on
lot
the
of
bus.
tapes, dude.
Here he goes.
No referee.
That'd be it.
It's over.
That'd be it
It's
if it
over.
weren't for the referee being out.
1, 2, 3. It's
What a
over
shame.
again.
Give him a 10 count.
Hogan's still champ, in my opinion.
Gave him a 10 count with that discount bulldog. They killed the referee.
Big old back by John. Oh, Hogan is
Convulsing.
convulsing.
The ring was a lot stiffer back then.
1, 2, 3. It's over again. They're both even. They're dead even. Look at this.
They both hulked up. They've both gotten 10 counts on their opponents. Oh, here comes the Heb.
Oh, the Earl Hebner slow count. Big old kick out by a Hulkster.
What a strange aspect of
Well,
wrestling is that the referee gets hurt. The referee gets hurt and then just lays there and then he's able to count at a quarter of the speed
yeah, it's
because
very
he's injured.
silly.
It's
Yeah.
not like, all right, we got to send another ref out there. First one's incapacitated.
It's not. It's
Like, no, he's just got to stay out there and count really slow.
It's not like the ref
Oh, that
would
was a good
be
move.
exhilarated by the hit and just count just as fast. He slowed down.
Hogan goes right into the post.
That wasn't a good hit.
It wasn't a good hit. They're both dead tired. The execution rate is going to be just passable here for the rest of the match.
This is not a
They're not athletes.
The professional.
They're not athletes like Kenny Omega.
Well,
Oh,
stop
God.
it. But this is not like it's not executed like a tremendous professional wrestling match. This is a spectacle.
Look at that. There's
Oh
Warrior.
God,
There's
he
the
was
first half of
exhausted. He could
Warriors.
barely do that.
There's a second half.
Yeah, that actually looked painful because Warrior was so bad at it.
That was Warrior's finisher.
Splash.
He's like, okay, I'm gonna fall asleep now.
Oh, there he
hold
goes.
up time.
Here we
Here
go.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
No way, Warrior. No
See
way.
how tired
No.
Warrior was actually
Ooh.
made
Yeah.
him seem interesting.
The aggressor against Hulk always looks around like, holy shit, what the fuck?
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 Nothing's. Oh, you're not gonna. No way, brother. No, Hogan. Here we go. Warrior. Nope. Shake your finger at him. You. There it is. The blocks the punch. There's
Boom.
one,
Second
two,
and a third.
3. Send
And
him
then
in the
before he
ropes.
bounces him off, and
Give
then he
him
gives
the
him the
boot.
big boot. Here we go. Oh,
Give him the
and
leg
big
drop.
leg.
It's over. Leg drop. He missed it. He missed
Hurt his
it.
back.
The splash.
Oh, here we go. 2, 3.
New champion.
Oh, man. Whatever happened to kicking out just after 3? Why can't anybody ever do that nowadays?
I've never seen that before.
It's a great thing to where you don't. It's a great way
Yep.
to show that, to not completely bury you if you lose a match.
Right.
You just barely were able to kick out,
See,
but it was just after 3.
The powers that be must have decided that that's cheesy, and what they're doing is not somehow.
No, they just
Because they don't do it. I have never seen that before from what you guys have shown me. This is
they
the
just
first
don't
time.
know how anything works.
Yeah, they've lost touch.
They've lost touch.
What a great match.
That was a good spectacle match.
Honestly, towards the end there, I was kind of getting like feeling like this was not very good. But the ending was decent.
All right, what's he gonna do?
Here's that Hogan. Why, brother? Why?
This is sad Hogan. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at being sad.
He's a very pitiful looking man.
he
He's
looks
like a
very
dog.
pitiful. Like, yes, exactly. Like he made a mess in the
He
house.
looks
Yeah,
he looks like
it's.
a German Shepherd that's very sad about what he's done.
He looks like the dog that you have when you come home from dinner, and then you go into the house and he doesn't greet you at the door, and you're like, oh, "Okay, what'd you do?" And you find him, and he looks very sad. It's like, okay,
Oh, there he goes.
where did you do it? Where's
As a sign of
Where's the
approval,
poop?
he gave Warrior the belt.
Yeah.
His belt. He handed it over to him.
And this is him being sad about what he's done.
It's the I give him my approval, brother.
Mm-hmm. Dude. So what was Hogan's retaliation after this? What made him? What canceled out this match?
What do you mean?
Well, he always has to. He can never just do a job like regular. He's always got to get the win back.
Well, I mean, he
Goes out on the cart even. He doesn't walk.
he went out on the cart. He's just
Pitiful.
tired.
Well, you know what? I don't know the Ultimate
See, a lot
Warrior,
of and Hogan even
but
bought
I
it
know,
himself.
I know Hulk Hogan.
Like Hogan going out on the cart there, it's been talked about. Like he was pretty much stealing Warrior's thunder there. Like he's like, when I got on that cart, they were all watching me leave. They weren't watching him celebrate. So Hogan didn't really need to get the,
Did he really say that?
one up. I'm pretty sure he said it in a book or something.
But then the Warrior got fireworks, and everyone was watching that.
Well, because this was supposed to symbolize the dawning of a new era. Hogan was supposed to go into like
retirement.
like a semi-retirement. Like he would come out for big occasions. He'd be like the Babe Ruth of WWE. He would come back every so often and do matches, but that didn't really pan out because for whatever reason the Warrior title run didn't really pan out.
What happened to the Warrior?
Well, the actual business numbers were going down while he was champion. And eventually Vince took the title off of him, put it on Sergeant Slaughter to then put it on Hogan. And Hogan won the belt back at WrestleMania 7. So a year after that, he won the title back.
And that didn't really do much for business.
But that was to try to get business back, and it didn't work.
Yeah, like Vince's big move was always to go back to Hogan. You learn in the early days of the WWF, it was when all else fails, go to Hulk Hogan.
Resort to Hogan.
I like how WWF and WWE logos are like the same, but they added the line for E.
Actually, they take away the line. They took away the two lines. The WWE logo is just two W's. As where the WWF had the F on the end, which is infinitely better.
I don't know. I don't watch this bullshit.
I know. All right, we're getting us queued up for Piper Hitman. We just got right there. But before we do that, Burger, give us the grade for the last match. Your scale.
Oh,
cheeseburgers.
Well, for the spectacle of it, it's as good as it gets for a spectacle. As far as the execution of professional wrestling in general, it wasn't that good. I would say I'd give it... Okay, I'll put it this way. I'll compare it to Hogan and The Rock, which I would say is like 4 stars.
Okay.
I would give this one 4 cheeseburgers. Obviously.
Yeah.
I would give Warrior and Hogan... I give it 2 cheeseburgers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd give Hogan and Andre 3 cheeseburgers, Hogan and Rock 4 cheeseburgers.
Wow. Okay.
That's my Hogan Spectacle WrestleMania scale.
All right. All right, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to give you guys a chance to get queued up for WrestleMania 8 with Bret Hart and Roddy Piper. The time code we're starting at is 41 minutes, 19 seconds. Bret just gave his glasses to a fan in the front row. That's where we're at. We're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with more of our WrestleMania watch-along.
And we're rolling. Keep chewing if you need. I see a girl wearing a mask.
All right, we're back. We have it queued up. So 41, 23, 24, 25.
I just saw a girl wearing
26.
a mask.
No, those are Bret Hart's sunglasses. He just gave them to her.
But she had a mask on too.
Oh, maybe she was scared.
But this
is not that long after the bubonic plague. This is 1992.
Bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't remember, it was before your time.
Yeah.
So Roddy Piper versus Bret the Hitman Hart, WrestleMania 8.
There we go. Both these guys look great. Roddy Piper looked great during this time.
Yeah,
I mean, he was a little skinnier than he was like in the WrestleMania 1.
Right. But he looked really great.
Yeah. And Bret Hart looked terrific every time he was ever on television.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that referee. Look at that bull cut.
Bull cut's trying to explain something. No one's listening.
Gouge in the eyes. How do they let that referee on television? That was an ugly man.
Yeah, but it's that thought process now is why we don't have anyone that looks
normal.
Real. No.
Come on, Burger.
Vince McMahon always, he watches this every morning. He's like, Jesus Christ. Look at that ugly fuck. Look at that fucking mug.
Intercontinental Championship match, WrestleMania 8.
What was the lead up to this feud?
Brett was the old champion, lost it to the Mountie. Then Roddy Piper won it, and Brett wants his belt back.
Okay.
Did you say the timestamp before we began?
Yep.
Classic.
Nice arm drag.
So who's Brett and who's Rowdy?
That's Brett in the pink. Brett the Hitman Hart's in the pink. He's tremendous.
He's my favorite ever.
That's the Brute's favorite pro wrestler of all time.
The pink suit man.
Yep. It's the reason why pink's one of my favorite colors. Nice arm drag by the Hitman.
He looks very serious.
Right.
He looks kind of Italian.
Canadian.
You can be both.
Canadian, Italian, Canadian.
There you go. Nice.
What is this? This
Chain
is
wrestling.
Tense wrestling.
There you go.
That was an interesting move.
Oh, he spit on him. God, Roddy Piper looks like
Who's
he's...
Roddy Piper? Where's he
Roddy
from?
Piper looks like he's 50 years old.
Yep. It's that nose.
They say
He's also Canadian.
He's kayfabe from Scotland, but yes, he's Canadian.
He looks way more Canadian than Brett.
Who looks Canadian? Like, it's not really a look. It's more a dialect of their voice.
Yeah, well, it's also the body movement.
Strongman deal
You can
here.
see the body movements, Canadian, clearly.
Another test of strength here. Two baby faces. It's a must.
They're doing a much better job. They're doing a much better job.
Yeah, these guys are much more technical than Hulk Hogan and Ultimate
They
Warrior.
also look like they're half a foot shorter than those guys.
They are.
Yeah, since the ref is the same height, the ref isn't dwarfed by their...
These guys are like 5'10".
Yeah, Brett's about 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot. Piper's about the same. I apologize, folks. I'm eating steak bites right now. Surprise.
Surprise.
They were just.
You don't have to apologize for the inevitable.
Dressed on the board and cooked like 3 days ago, but you know him. He's no restraint.
So, Roddy Piper's number 2 on the on the death count.
That was an
here.
intense fall.
Oh yeah.
Flop, really.
Well, are you counting announcers or just wrestlers?
Well, I was just counting wrestlers, but yeah, there's
Well, Monsoon and Heenan are both dead.
Monsoon and Heenan are both dead. Jesse Ventura may as well be dead. This referee,
That haircut's dead.
that haircut has been dead for... That haircut was never alive. That was never a thing that people looked at and they were like, that's the man I want to marry.
There was
That's the man I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Really? In the
Is the man with that hair.
in the 60s, that wasn't acceptable?
I just wish he had the mustache to match. And a bow tie.
Are you saying in the 60s that wasn't acceptable to have the bowl cut and the mustache?
If an AI computer was going to create
but not
a replication of a rapist, it would look like this referee.
But not an awesome handlebar mustache. I want a real weaselly caterpillar mustache.
Yeah.
Look, no.
Big old slap from
Yeah.
Piper. Speaking of AI, you see that we had talked about it off air, but the AI that created the Nirvana song,
Yeah, it was
sounded
awful.
like Bush.
Yeah, it was an awful song.
Yeah,
It was just... It wasn't... It made me more comfortable knowing that the AI
couldn't do it.
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's not as advanced as we're supposed to believe that it is.
All right, both of them on the outside. I think Brett's about to cut himself.
Oh, is he gonna blade?
Yeah.
His
From
head's
what?
Down. His head was down for only a second.
Yeah, but what
That
was
we
it? What was
saw.
the move that would cause him to
I
start
saw
bleeding?
some blood on the ground. They went off the stage.
They haven't done it yet.
Got the worst of it. No.
Oh, no. Oh, look at the respect.
Maybe. Oh, Brett was doing something that looked like he was prepping.
That's a good camera shot.
He was prepping the blade.
Yeah,
In a bit.
Brett was always the one. Brett always in his book talked about how he would keep it in his mouth. So he might have been spitting it out there and getting it ready or something. I don't know, because I know pretty soon. Oh, here we go. This is great.
Nice.
So that was a heel move from a baby face.
That was a heel move. Yeah, I don't know. Was Roddy Piper a babyface going into this? Or
Yeah,
was
they're both babyface.
But Piper is kind of like the Ric Flair, he'll always resort.
The name Piper sounds.
Oh yeah, there's the blood. Okay, yeah. See, I knew it was coming.
There it is.
Was that from the uppercut then?
It's from the kick.
I think that was what's
In
implied.
kayfabe
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Here we go. Piper with a bulldog.
Yeah, look at all that fucking juice.
Brett kicks out.
Come on, Brett.
Brett's sitting there.
This is
selling it,
a
trying to wipe it out of his
way
eyes.
better fight than Hogan and
Yeah, this is a much better match.
Warrior. I mean, it's still phony, but they do a better job of selling it.
Brett's the best.
Yeah, that was a really good sell of the back. Way better than Hogan.
Well, because Brett's the best.
Yeah, Brett is truly fantastic. So's Piper.
Look at that.
That was a great knee.
That was a quick snap.
They used to call Brett, one of Brett's nicknames by the announcers, especially in this period, was the excellence of execution. And it was implied, every move that he made was excellently executed, obviously.
All right.
So that's kind of like when he snaps and falls and those little things, he's excellent. He's the best.
Oh yeah, that was a great move. Except he was grabbing his
Sunset
junk.
flip.
Oh, big old punch to the open wound.
So this is the late 90s?
No, this is 1992. This is 2 years after Hogan Warrior.
I was 2.5 years old when this came out.
I thought that was 88.
No, that was 90.
It was funny. I have this on tape, and this was not one of the matches that I would gravitate to.
Oh man!
It was always Flair and Savage.
The lighting is really good. I mean, I think the cameras have been upgraded since 90, but
they're also, this is earlier in the show, the roof of this dome is like it's a material. Yeah, it's a translucent. So it's daytime.
Sunlight's coming through.
Yeah. See, I had a VHS tape with, it was like a short compilation. It was called WrestleMania's Greatest Matches, but it was like a hodgepodge. It was like Hogan and Andre. Then it was the Steiner Brothers versus the Head Shrinkers from WrestleMania 9. And then Piper and Brett were on there, and there was one more. I can't remember. I don't think it was Hogan and Savage and Warrior.
Brett.
Oh, man,
I can't remember.
It is nuts. Drop him. Drop him.
There you go.
This is a good fight.
Atomic drop.
Nuts again.
Here we go.
Suplex.
Suplex.
Back.
Oh.
Look at how good Brett looks in everything he does. What a shame that he's... If he hadn't gotten those concussions and shit, he would have been able to wrestle to like 50.
Oh yeah.
A decent rate.
Even with blood on, he looks great with blood on his face. It's just like a warrior. Boom.
Yeah.
Nice. Knee drop. It's so great.
Look at all the glasses you can see in the audience. You can see their eyes reflecting. Next time it does a shot where you can see the audience.
This is
so many of them have Coke bottle glasses.
This is a good example of good recording quality, but still good fight quality without all the jump shots of the camera. Even if you have good video quality, you don't need to fake it to make it look good.
Right.
Or if the guys are good, you don't have to fake it. You don't have to fake the camera work to get them over.
Shit.
It's like
Right.
all the
Great
jump
move.
cuts. It's like, oh, look at how impactful that was
Great.
because of the jump shots. It's like, no, if the guys are good, you don't have to fake it with the jump shots of the camera.
Right. They gotta commit.
Yeah. They can't be worried about beating each other over the face and hurting each other, which they weren't back then. They were hard as fuck back then. Now they're a bunch of pussies.
The fake fighters were hard as fuck back then.
They were.
I mean, it's true.
Uh-oh. Another ref bump.
Another ref bump. Take a shot.
Don't mind if I do.
Do you see Will Ospreay won the New Japan title?
I did see that. I've seen enough Will Ospreay to know that I'm not really a fan.
Yeah.
Like, he's fine, but to me it seems like he's it doesn't to me he's no better than some of the other high flyers, and it's like, I don't know, he's just, there's nothing about him that just screams special to me. I saw a match between him and Walter on YouTube, and it was the worst Walter match I'd seen, which made me think that it was Will Ospreay's fault.
Okay.
Because usually when Walter's on TV, it's...
So are you gonna watch Walter? Are you
cheeseburgers.
gonna watch Walter this week against Tommaso Ciampa for Takeover?
Yes.
That guy looks very Canadian.
I'm just concerned. I'm concerned that
I like it.
I'm concerned Walter will job for Ciampa, which I really hope doesn't happen.
Don't do it.
Look at that. He can't do it.
What the hell? Use the bell.
No, he can't do it.
He's too good.
He's a hot dog, but he's
got too many scruples.
Yep.
And they're cheering for him.
Sleeper hold. Oh, it's over now. That's Piper's move.
See, maybe, I guess back then... Oh.
Yes! God, what a great finish.
That was awesome.
God, Bret's the fucking best.
Yes.
Bret Hart is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Because Bret was choking the whole time during the move. He probably couldn't breathe the whole time. At least from what it looked like. But still, he held him down. It's like no fucking way.
Yeah, Roddy couldn't. He was playing like he couldn't
Roddy
quite tell
was
what was going on.
even though he was choking Bret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best fights I've ever seen in wrestling and professional wrestling.
That's how it's done.
Fun fact:
Yes.
when they got back behind the curtains after this,
Uh-huh.
they sold it as if Bret really got cut on on accident, and it wasn't a blade job.
Really?
Well, yeah, because there was strict policy of no blood in the company.
Oh.
So later in this night,
Very clearly a blade job.
Yeah.
Ric Flair cut himself in his match against Savage, and got screamed at by McMahon.
See, it looks like Bret can't breathe right there.
Yeah, it looks like he's choking getting that pin.
But he's holding it down with his weight.
But Bret and Piper both acted as if he got it hard way.
Right.
And Bret cut himself in a spot that was able to make it look like it was hard way. So then look, watch.
We clearly pointed it out.
Watch. Oh, hey, come on, towel.
Yeah, but they might not have been able to tell at the time.
I knew what to look for because I knew it was coming. But since he wasn't supposed to bleed, they might not have been actually looking.
Right.
Then again, it could all just be Bret.
But we did see him preparing, bullshit. Which was like there was like 3 to 6 seconds of him not on shot.
It's like look at that old God. That looks so 1990.
All right, so we got done with that match.
Super roided out.
So what's our next match, Burger? What was it again?
All right, next match.
We're gonna go modern. We're jump skipping ahead of.
We're jumping way ahead. This is gonna be a total game changer here. We're going to WrestleMania 20.
Oh, all right.
Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero.
All right, now speaking of two guys who could be considered the best wrestlers of all time, this match I think is one of the most underrated WrestleMania or main event matches really ever.
I know I've seen this match. It's been a really long time.
There's a lot
So we're
more
gonna get-
signs. There's a lot more color in the crowd.
Yeah, so this is the year 2004. They're in Madison Square Garden, so it's not as big as the last two venues we were at.
I don't mean color racially. I don't see race, but I mean, there are signs and there are lighted,
Yeah, there's several different colors of
lights.
lights.
colored lights. You know.
We're gonna get to our main event. We're fast forwarding here on Peacock Network for those of you who have this on DVD or ripped somewhere.
That's,
we'll get your time code.
Howard Finkel there.
I think that was Howard. Yeah.
Oh, we'll put him on our list.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you,
Finkel.
Howard.
The Fink.
The Finkel.
Rest in peace.
Oh shit. Back.
God, everybody that matters is dead.
Oh fuck. Commercial. Bear with us, folks.
They do ads here?
Apparently.
From State Farm. Yeah. What? You can talk. You might not expect a talking dog, but you can't expect State Farm.
Oh God. Come on.
I don't like this.
Faster.
If you want to...
I can't wait for you to talk.
I have to...
Talking pug.
Oh, we can edit this whole part out. That's Jake from State Farm now.
That's Jake?
Yeah.
What's his actual name?
Ooh, it doesn't matter.
Isn't he a famous person?
No, they just... Jake from State Farm. Do you remember that commercial? What are you wearing? Jake from State Farm.
Right, that's a really
khakis.
old commercial. I heard that guy died.
I don't know if that's true, but the point is that they just randomly make him a black dude.
Well, I mean, Jake can be anybody.
I mean,
Right, but
I would-
Jake from State Farm, it's
what
a
I've
commercial that's been
heard
on for
is that
10 years.
Jake from State Farm killed himself because he didn't have any money.
That's not
and he was
true.
very
Oh, we gotta
depressed
rewind
about
this.
his existence, and I like that story. I like that storyline, and so them choosing some random guy afterwards, makes sense because Jake from State Farm killed himself.
I think what you're saying
I
is
just don't
wrong on
think
every
there's-
level.
All right, so here we go.
believe it.
We're queued up. The entrances have been made. Time code on the Peacock is 3 hours, 6 seconds, and 54, or 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 54 seconds. I believe they actually have the matches. There's little dots on the time bar to go to. So it's going to be one of the last dots there.
And this is using our new Overlord's Peacock.
This is Peacock, the Peacock Network. WWE Network is no more.
Yes,
This
the
is-
peacock with the
We're on
ruffled
Peacock.
feathers.
So here we go. Eddie Guerrero's the WWF Heavyweight Champion, or WWE at this time, and he's facing the great Kurt Angle.
This is 2004.
2004.
He won it
A
from
bald
Lesnar?
guy?
Yeah.
It's hard to root for a bald guy.
That belt is fucking awful. I hate that belt.
Really?
Yes, I do. I hate it. I really do.
Yeah, their logos.
Well, because
worse.
think of what it was before this. There was the winged
There's
eagle,
a bald guy.
That
And
was
then there
two
was-
before this.
and then there was the one after that.
Yeah.
That was, the 99 Attitude Era.
The big globe or whatever.
Yeah, and also simultaneously there was the
There's a guy in
WCW,
fire pants versus a guy
There's a
in
WCW
American
championship,
flag
and now
pants.
it's this. This undisputed championship looks like a
You know, I
tag
guess
team
it's
title.
Not that bad.
Like it looks shitty. It looks awful. It has no prestige. It has no weight to it.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's like simplified.
I mean, by today's standards, it's fine, but to come after those belts it's just nasty. It's gross.
Kurt Angle looks like he's in a different weight class.
A little bit. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero was a little bit on the smaller side, but that was Kurt Angle was able to. He was a great in between where he was able to wrestle some of these smaller guys and still make it look believable, but also wrestle bigger guys. And same thing.
Yeah,
Kurt
he's a big
Angle
dude.
is like a stocky short guy.
No, Kurt Angle.
He's bulky. He's like
6'9".
5'9", 5.
No, I ththink he's 6 foot.
You think he's that tall?
He's somewhere in between those, probably.
just thought he was shorter than those
No,
other guys.
I would say he's 6 foot, might even be over 6 foot.
Oh, okay.
He's the actual Tim. This is probably you're the only one who probably doesn't know this, who's involved with this. Kurt Angle's an actual Olympic gold medalist.
In wrestling.
Really?
Yeah,
And he's very muscular. So he did this out as a passion project or what? To make
No,
money.
he just,
Because Olympians usually don't make money after they're done being Olympic.
hey, he loves pro wrestling.
No, he did this for
He was
money.
tired of being an amateur wrestler with his gold
No,
medals.
Tim's more along the lines of it. Kurt Angle was never into wrestling before, and when he was done with the Olympics, he had an offer to go to wrestling and kind of put it off, and then eventually watched it and then got it, and then became one of
Yeah,
the quickest to ever really pick up ever.
it's kind of a.
I mean, I would say now he loves professional wrestling, but
Yeah.
at the time when he joined, he definitely was
It's
doing
kind of
it
a
as
strange
money. Just like
trend.
Brock Lesnar.
It's a strange trend of,
I mean, it's a good...
of guys who become the ultimate superstars in pro wrestling, and usually they're the ones who are like, I didn't give a shit about wrestling.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
a good,
The Rock,
It's a good angle.
Hulk
Come
Hogan.
from,
They
like-
found him in a gym or whatever.
Right. This guy, he's a professional fighter.
He's
And
a
he comes
professional
in-
wrestler. He's a professional amateur
something.
wrestler.
Well, whatever he was in the Olympics, he came in professionally, and it's a good angle to come at from this fake bullshit, you know?
Referee Nick Patrick. So Eddie Guerrero's passed. He's
Yep.
on our list now.
Yep.
God damn.
He's got big traps.
There you go.
So far in each one of these matches, there's
He's
been one of the
clearly
competitors
he's
has
like
passed.
Oh,
He's a good 10% less muscle than the Olympic American.
Guerrero's got big upper body. He's got big shoulders.
yeah, but
He's-
Guerrero's
he's
a
got
small
big
guy.
back.
Guerrero,
Yeah, but he
Guerrero's
looks
got
just.
steroid traps.
Yeah, this is good.
Whereas Angle's got like a natural looking muscular body from
Definitely-
working out like his whole life.
The year before
But
this,
he's definitely not
Guerrero's-
HGH.
Guerrero looks like a tired man with steroid traps.
he's on the road to death here on this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, look at those bags.
Yeah, he's 38 years
pushing
old
his-
or whatever
he's pushing
here.
his body way
37,
past
38 years old.
He's pushing his body hard. And Kurt Angle's just he's been pushing his body his whole life, but he's clearly healthier.
The year prior to this, Kirk and I saw WrestleMania 19. We were there live.
Yeah,
Safeco Field.
Kurt Angle had a broken neck and was wrestling the match kind of against doctor's orders, and then went and had neck surgery after the match.
No way.
Yeah.
His neck is the size of his head.
Oh yeah.
He's got a thick fucking neck.
His neck's fucked up. It's no wonder he's always drunk and on drugs.
Right. Yeah.
Kurt Angle?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got a...
He's had a. We can't put it on him now, but in the past,
Okay.
he has had his demons.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? I misjudged his character. Because he looks like a clean-cut Olympic wrestler here.
He is.
Well, that's the gimmick.
He is. Well, and he is. I mean, maybe he does drugs and shit, but big deal.
He's
Well,
earned
it
it. He's a
hasn't
gold
affected
medalist.
him.
Yeah,
it
Judy
hasn't-
Garland was drunk and on
hasn't
drugs
physically
every time
affected
she
him
was on
yet.
screen.
So far.
You know what? Berger makes a great point there about Judy Garland.
Yeah.
So Kurt Angle is Julie Garland? Garland?
In the
Yeah.
sense of being like America's sweetheart, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like anti-Mexican right now.
Why
No,
would you say that?
Because it's like America's sweetheart versus the Mexican guy in Fire.
Yeah, but Eddie Guerrero is American as well. He's from El Paso.
Okay.
Oh,
Kurt Angle is just
oh.
an Olympic medalist.
nice.
Oh,
That was a great
yeah.
He's
spot.
just USA. That boy.
But his last name's Guerrero.
Right.
Yeah, but he was more...
You
He
can't
was like-
tell me this isn't Bush versus the Mexicans right now.
Guerrero was
It's
a very
not.
offensive caricature of a Mexican.
It really was, but it really was. It's surprising that he went along
He's
with a lot of
not.
this
He's
shit.
not Lopez right now.
No, I mean his theme song was "I lie, I cheat, I steal,"
Yeah.
So it's exactly what I thought it was.
and he would show up in a lowrider. He'd drive a lowrider to the
So
ring.
this is Mexico
with his nephew?
versus America in the early 2000s when that was a heated debate.
It wasn't even
sure.
that he did that. It wasn't really a debate thing back then. It was like
It wasn't a debate because you were on the white side. You didn't even see it.
back then. I was a child back then.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was on any side.
No, I wasn't either. But that's what I'm saying now. Looking back,
But Eddie Guerrero was from El Paso. He's not Mexico.
This is a race war, physicalized. This is a race war right now between two men.
Yeah.
Well, that's classic pro wrestling. That in the old days they would bring in guys to make them German Nazis and shit,
or Russians.
or Russians.
But instead, it's Guerrero versus.
I don't
Olympic
think that was the
medalist
story
from
they were
America
telling.
or whatever.
In
Maybe
this
not
particular
medalist.
moment.
I don't know, but
Because Eddie Guerrero was the babyface.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero's a good guy here.
Yeah. Kurt Angle's the
So
asshole
were
that's
the
trying to
poor-
break down this guy who's finally got his big chance at superstardom.
I thought this Kurt Angle's not a babyface.
No, Kurt Angle, I believe, is the heel. But
What did he do to become a heel?
being an asshole. He's very good at being an asshole. God, what great German suplex.
He's cocky.
He's cocky, he's arrogant, but like a great heel, it's justified. Nice.
Because this is his country. He's an Olympian,
Yeah, he's an Olympian.
and he
And
really
he's-
doesn't like this Guerrero
He's-
figure.
But he's truly terrific at what he
Look
does.
at this.
Yeah, they did the spot with
This is
when it was
insane.
did the spot when it was
I
against
cheat,
Michaels
I steal. He
was it
says I
24?
lie, I cheat, I steal, and he's a babyface.
The next year it was 21.
21. Okay, they did that same spot, which is like you're not gonna deliver on that spot. Like, it's no way you can deliver that. I remember watching Eddie Guerrero, like watching wrestling during this time, and just thinking that Eddie Guerrero did not compute that he was world championship material.
He doesn't look very big compared to Kurt Angle.
It wasn't just that, it was just, I don't know, he had been doing tag team shit the whole time I've been watching. It just didn't compute at the time for me.
Well, this is
It was a weird transitional period.
this is the ultimate you deserve it WrestleMania.
Yeah, this is the ultimate show for the internet fans.
Why?
We get Benoit that wins the
Yeah.
other title. What a tragic, like, terrifying ending to this whole show.
Yeah, when they did when they shot this and at the ending of the show, and they thought, man, we got this poster moment for all of our video packages for the rest of
Forever.
the time, and
It's like, damn it.
3 years later they got to burn the footage
Why?
because the man murdered his wife and child and then killed himself.
The
Chris Benoit.
the main event of this whole thing. Well, I don't remember if it was the main event. Of
Yeah, it was
this.
the main event of
Is
this.
that
This
Guerrero?
is like
No,
the third
it's
to last match,
Guer-
or fourth
it
to last
was
match.
like Guerrero's best friend in real life, but
Yeah,
it was a different guy.
Chris Benoit. He's
He had
another Canadian.
He had a Napoleon complex, and so he took a shitload of fucking steroids over the years. That, and with all the fucking concussions he got from using his head like a fucking punching bag, he finally one weekend snapped, and on Friday murdered his wife, Saturday murdered his son, and then Sunday killed
Nice,
himself or some
great
shit.
jawbreaker, just out of nowhere.
You know, that's really reminding me of that ad by.
Tim Dillon.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was hilarious. I mean, the real life thing sounds terrible. Absolutely.
but the thing is like, and we've talked about it, and other people said it. It's like so many other wrestlers for 20 years have got their head bashed in.
Yeah.
And none of them have murdered their wife and child. So it's like there's something going on in Chris Benoit's brain. He's fucked
Right, he
in
was
the head.
evil. He was already evil. There was something already fucked up.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if
It
evil or
didn't
just
ta- it
demented.
Didn't take,
There's a disconnect.
That much, yeah, to push him.
There's a disconnect somewhere there in Chris Benoit's head that allowed him to do that when nobody else does that. Mick Foley didn't butcher his family. And if anyone ought to do it,
Look
it
at this.
should be Mick Foley.
Look at Kurt Angle just tossing motherfuckers.
Release belly to belly.
Honestly, I don't think Kurt Angle ever looked better at, like, on aesthetically, like as like a look as a pro than he did right at this moment.
Yeah. Great attire.
Oh yeah, great attire. He hadn't hit that point in his life where like his arms were really tiny and the rest of him was crazy thick.
Did we do it? Did we do like a live review? I don't remember when he had a match against King Corbin.
Fuck. Wasn't that WrestleMania?
Yeah, maybe, and it was supposed to be Angle's last match, and it was just abysmal. It was abysmal.
Oh,
I was like, why have that be? Just already be done. Nice.
just fucking toss him again.
But see, if I were having the experience I have now watching wrestling and seeing Eddie Guerrero now, it's like, holy shit, that would be great if Eddie Guerrero were in the position of becoming world champion. Back then, it just didn't mean anything to me because I didn't really think about the nuances of professional wrestling. It was more about the characters,
right?
And the extravagance of it all.
Do it. This is always great when Kurt would do
Yes.
the
Yes.
run sprint.
Especially right there.
Oh,
Nice. Especially right there when you weren't expecting him to bounce right back
Right.
up again and after getting knocked down. That was great.
What year is this?
2004.
Nice. Great punch.
Kurt Angle starting to get a little frustrated out there, beating the tar out of Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
This is before Michael Cole was unbearable as well. As an announcer, Michael Cole.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a hypocrite. I think he's a tremendous athlete. What was that? A straight right hand. This isn't a boxing match, it's a wrestling match.
Yeah. See, he could still use the word wrestling back then.
Yeah, barely. I'm sure he got yelled at.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you just say, Cole? I apologize, sir.
Somebody on Facebook on the Cult of Cornet Facebook page was saying something about how Vince always splits up tag teams and then he only gives one a push and blah 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 whatever. And he goes, the question was, does Vince McMahon hate tag team wrestling? And I said, Vince McMahon hates wrestling.
Yeah. Right.
And he's like, how can you say that? Have you not heard of Randy Orton and Edge? What he referred to the match as, which was the greatest wrestling match. I was like, okay, that's the only one time and it was for a reason, obviously. It was the one time the word wrestling has been uttered on WWE television.
And the fact that he thought that could be that could be okay to call it the greatest wrestling match of all time shows that he doesn't know anything he's talking about.
If you think Edge and Orton are gonna have the best wrestling match ever, what a goofy way to.
How offensive is that? He thought that he thought that they could have a match good enough that they could justifiably advertise it as the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Yeah.
He thought that's how he thought. He thought they could pull the wool over enough people's eyes. Oh, here we go. Kurt Angle.
No
doing
way.
multiple Germans.
Fuck
Three
Kurt
amigos.
Angle.
Well, kind of.
Fuck Kurt Angle.
Oh.
Come on, Eddie. I want that to be the end.
Big old clothesline.
It's a great match.
Hello?
Visitor on the deck.
Oh, is there a cat out there?
Yeah, I think Brian Cameron grabbed it.
Oh, good.
So here we go. Kurt Angle stalking Eddie Guerrero. Here we go.
Angle slam.
Angle slam. No.
Oh,
nice
into an arm drag. Excellent.
Do they do arm drags now?
Yeah, these guys do wrestling moves. This is not Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior.
Latino?
Oh, here you go. Three amigos.
Yeah.
Come on, Eddie. Wrap it up.
Nice.
There you
Nice.
go. Oh, Kurt's got the ankle lock.
God, what a great match. It's terrific.
Angle's big finishing maneuver here.
Whoa.
Eddie kicks out.
Technical.
Oh, here you go. Eddie's going to the top rope.
Going for the frog splash. Feeling froggy.
Oh, here he goes. The old spring toss. Nice. Fucking A, Kurt Angle.
Come on, Eddie. Fuck Kurt Angle. He's a swollen fuck.
Eddie had to hear the referee's hand hit that bat. The second time, he just popped his shoulder up. Kurt Angle's got to be at the point of saying, what do I got to do to put the champion away?
Referee Chris Kirkpatrick.
Well, Kurt Angle looks like he's got his head together.
Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC.
Yeah.
Nick Patrick.
I had a funny thought because you mentioned something about, like, imagine looking back at how we do now, look back at WWE in 2011 and being like, those were the days. That's like looking back at NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears and being like, that shit wasn't bad.
That's literally what's happening.
It wasn't that bad.
That's literally happening right now.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that also because, yeah, we're going to be looking at back at now, 2020.
We're not, no.
2021. I swear to God, I swear to you. And children, when we're way too old,
No, he's not
children
gonna
are
do
going to
it.
be like, that was great, right?
Yep.
That was
I
a
agree.
great reversal. God, that was great. Oh, there he goes
Come
for
on,
Frog
Eddie.
Splash.
Fuck
Come
him
on.
up. Fuck him up.
Yeah.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just in the nick of
No.
time. What a great late 2 kick out angle. God damn, this is
I didn't
good
even
shit.
believe it.
That justifies a decently looking shocked face there. They didn't do it. It wasn't gratuitous. They didn't zoom in. They didn't make it look cute. It was Eddie Guerrero's responsive. Like,
He's
It
just
also
naturally
looked
shocked.
super
he actually
close.
kicked out?
It looked super close.
Yeah.
It wasn't, hey, I want you to get in the camera. When he does the frog splash, you gotta get the camera into this position. And that was the first finish of the night, of the match.
Right.
It's taken a long time to get there. That's that total.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Oh, he's destroying it. Fucking fantastic.
Great move by Guerrero.
Yeah, that was a cool pick.
God, what a shame, Eddie Guerrero.
His shoe's untied. He's untying it.
Yeah, his ankle's fucked up. He's gotta get his boot off.
Maybe not in the fight, Eddie.
Yeah.
This is Eddie Guerrero. He's always up to shenanigans. All right, here he comes. He's gonna get him in the ankle lock, and his boot's gonna fall. That's fuck. Oh,
Little trick boot.
yes!
Get him, get him, get him!
Oh, yeah!
Small package. Roll for the win.
He's like, no, it's Buffon. It's not fair. Yeah, that was a good fight.
You still keep Kurt Angle looking like $1 million.
Kurt still looks good because he was kind of screwed. Eddie Guerrero looks great because he did what he does. I lie, I cheat, I steal. That was a fantastic match.
It's.
Oh, well, okay, that one versus the last one. We didn't get the cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah. What'd you give Brett Piper?
Oh, Brett Piper.
That was really good.
That was really good. That was
probably the best I'd seen.
That was a five cheeseburgers. That's as good as it gets.
I think this one was more exciting.
This is 5 cheeseburgers. I don't see how it could get much better.
Yeah, those are 2 of the best matches of all time in WrestleMania history.
Yeah,
they're both pretty.
Hogan.
This one's exciting because it's like a race war in America.
That's not what it was supposed to be.
To me, that's 100% what it was, and nothing else.
I wish you could see it as something else.
No, I liked it this
That's
way.
something deeper.
I liked it. I liked it. The Mexican.
Watch Eddie.
Great
Watch
small
Eddie.
package. Oh, when he grabs the rope.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, definitely 5 cheeseburgers. He grabs a rope with his foot.
And then he's like, "Oh, look at me!"
It's instinctual for him to cheat, even by accident. He gets it with the package and he fucking hooks the rope. That was so good.
No,
All right, that's excellent.
Yeah. So,
oh god, we don't want to hear about these strange.
Like that more than
the psoriasis of rich people.
Look at us.
Well,
our skin isn't good.
We got 3 matches down. We advertised that we're going to do 4, but it's getting kind of late on our end, and I don't really feel like sitting through.
I've got over half a drink.
So is that you're saying you want to keep going?
Could it get worse?
Well, it's going to be.
It's going to be worse.
It's mime time. That's
the crow.
It's the mime.
It's.
Is it a long match?
I mean, it's a Triple H match at WrestleMania. So it's
okay. So they have it's going to be slammed the head into the stairs.
45 minutes.
Oh my god, it's going to be extensive. I mean, I don't care. I don't gotta be to my real job until.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good for you.
America.
That's 10 o'clock.
Aretha.
It's my bedtime.
I was gonna say it's starting to get late. I don't even know where it's at in this show. I'm just
Triple H. It ought to be the main event.
No, because it's Triple H.
It's
gonna be like right here in the middle.
It's gonna be the first main event. It's gonna be the first peak.
Hall of Fame. 2015.
Who's in the class of 2015?
I can't remember.
I've never seen this WrestleMania. I haven't seen him.
After I graduated high school.
Miro?
Yeah, it's Miro right there. Hold on. I think it's before this.
How the mighty have fallen.
What's up? There's a lot of people there still.
Do you think?
Who's that?
Do you think that they put Miro into this Kip Sabian wedding thing on purpose? Because that's what he was doing in WWE? Or do you think that they just randomly were like arranging an angle?
Important.
No, I have no idea who's performing.
Do you think whoever was performing then is remembered now? Because it's not by us.
I don't fucking know who it was.
I mean, I can look. I remember I had somebody that's relevant pop culture wise.
Hey, who's that? It's The
Rock.
In 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's he doing there?
He made it was a surprise thing, and him and Ronda Rousey did a whole bit with Triple H and Stephanie, which was setting up supposed to be for Rock and Rousey, but ended up being Angle and Rousey.
Oh, Rusev and Cena. Okay. God, Rusev looks good then. He looks like a bitch now.
I think he looks good now.
I think he looks like a bitch. I can't stand
this fucking match.
I hate his guts.
Give me the fucking rundown.
Kevin Nash. There we go.
Honor's legacy will live forever.
Oh.
No, he died.
Yeah.
Poor dead child.
He gets the Warrior Award. The Warrior Award for nastiness and.
Burger, I need you to look at the match listing. We're wasting completely good time.
Wasting tape.
Yeah.
We may as well just say.
We might as well just call it a
hell
night.
with it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
All right, there you go.
A stick broke.
Oh, I see the Road Dogg.
Really don't like that confused look on his face with this broken stick.
He looks like a Neanderthal.
Yeah, here's the Neanderthal himself coming out. Fuck this. Waste of time, guys.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
1 hour, 2 minutes, and 15 seconds is where you want to start on WrestleMania 31. It's Triple H, it's Sting, Tim's favorite wrestler, Sting, versus Triple H.
I just like the mime. Hey, that looks like Terminator.
Yeah, it's Terminator.
Yeah, it was a cross promotion with Terminator.
In 2015.
Yeah, whatever Terminator was coming out in that time. I think it was Genesis.
God damn.
It's a shitty hat.
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger involved in that?
In Genesis, I remember they had a CGI Arnold Schwarzenegger from the first one.
Oh.
So that's
Oh,
the
Sting's
mime,
already out there.
And who the fuck is that?
That's Triple H.
I don't know who that is. He's got a fucking Iceman on his crotch. I'll tell you that.
Triple H looked great in like 1999.
He looks like an angry dad right now.
Right? He looks, yeah.
So this is 31. This is 6 years
It's
ago.
like, what'd you say to my kid when he was on the soccer field? Very upset about the referee's decisions during his child's sports game.
Is that what it meant to you, Michael Cole?
It's what it meant to whoever's telling him to say it.
To me, that meant symbolism.
He's got 5 forehead wrinkles.
That's 4 more than you'll ever have, buddy.
Won't make it that long.
Sting. This is 12 years overdue.
It's just getting started, pal.
This is very clearly past the prime of everything to do with everything that's going on in this shot. These guys are too old. The show is too old. The people watching are too old. Nothing's good anymore.
You nailed it.
You sound like a Laps fan.
Triple H is in his 40s here. Sting is 50.
That guy looks 50.
Six?
The other guy, yeah, Sting actually looks younger.
Hold
than
on.
Triple H.
How old? You need to look that up. How old
I
was
mean, the
Triple H?
extreme makeup of
There.
Sting.
Triple H has got to be 40. This is 6 years ago. Triple H is.
So what year he's born?
Triple H is probably 42 here. Is my guess.
2015. The match that no one wanted to see, Michael Cole. No one cared
Yeah,
about
nobody,
this.
nobody ever wanted
No
to see
one said,
Sting.
I want to see Sting versus Triple H.
Nobody ever
That's
said that.
the match I really want to see. No one fucking said that.
He's-
That's what I hate about WWE announcing.
He's 51 now.
Triple H's eyes
6 years
are
ago-
3 heads apart.
He was 45. Fuck, he was 45.
Why are his eyes so far apart? Why is this?
I was off.
It's
Triple
like
H, he's a Neanderthal.
Triple H has had surgery to look less like a human.
Triple H looks like a more successful Sam Lasco from the Trailer Park Boys.
Okay.
It's-
There you go.
The mime has had only makeup put on, and he looks more like a human than Triple H with no makeup on.
Who was that? There was Michael Cole and who was else?
I think it's John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh my god. And the King. Woo!
Woo!
His hairline is.
Why did we pick this?
Waffle.
Why did we pick
Triple
this match?
H's hairline
I'm
is
so
more
upset.
impressive than Rogan. Than,
It sounded
Hogan.
it sounded way like better when we were talking about matches. It's like, oh, we'll throw one for Tim because Tim loves the mime. But now I'm watching this, I'm just going, be over with.
Yeah.
Can it be over with now?
Just.
You
just
know what I
allow
like
yourself-
about the mime is with that blank expression under the white paint. He doesn't seem like he realizes things are all over for his profession.
His name's
And,
Steve.
You know, it's clearly all over. This is very sad, but the mime doesn't realize it. That's what I like.
The mime's there to put on a show.
The mime's just there doing his thing. Doesn't matter how old he gets.
Camera work is just abysmal.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
There's so much stalling. It's like unnecessary. You're old guys. Just get in and get out.
Just get hurt
You
already.
still got
You
it.
still got it. Oh, that's so nice of them to say that to him.
But look at all of them. They're old too. The crowd.
To me that chant is so insulting because all you're really doing is being like, yeah, we know you're old, but you're not that bad for being old.
We know you're old, but we want to see you fight until you get hurt.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're old, but you don't suck.
Yeah.
You're old, but you don't suck that bad.
Nah, you're old, but keep trying. I want to see what happens. I want to see one of these guys' arm give out and be like, "Oh fuck, that really hurts." And then the other one just kick it. Yeah, your arm hurts, doesn't it? Your tendon just snapped, didn't it?
So you want them to start actually fighting each other.
And this is, and of all matches, this is the one where both the guys are still alive.
Yeah, it's actually kind of amazing that we just saw the mime fight like a few weeks ago. 6 years after this, almost. And he's fighting like he's still a wrestler.
I really hate. I really hate Triple H. I hate Paul. I hate the guy who plays the character Triple H. I just really detest him as a human being. I hate him and I hate his wife.
What do he do?
He's just a corporate shill.
These guys are clearly... So when you have to have old guys do the thing to be popular, then you know the medium's dead. This is when it died. And right now, what we watch is necro wrestling. The new stuff is all necro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's all necro.
it's zombie wrestling. This is clearly already dead or dying.
Yeah, and the only time they get a spike in viewers nowadays is if they bring back guys that are in their 60s and 70s.
So
And then
it's
people are like,
necro.
oh
It's-
shit, let's
it's
see what's going on.
zombie.
That's what's ridiculous. Like when they had Flair and Hogan on Raw sometime last year, and that was the highest rated Raw. And
When you
however
get
long-
when you get a popular Gen Zer or the next generation into something, then you know it's cool. There's no popular Gen Z person in wrestling.
well,
What? Well, so on. When does Gen Z start?
2000.
Yeah, it's tough.
WWE doesn't want to make new stars for whatever reason, and AEW doesn't understand how to make new stars. They don't understand how wrestling works and how storytelling works.
All the young wrestlers I've seen are terrible. So
Yeah, this is a very Triple H type of match.
Yeah, it's slow and plodding,
It's
and then it's going
slow.
to turn into a brawl.
Someone's got to get thrown to the steps.
Yep.
Sometimes, so then he can go around and just scowl.
Yep. And it has to be an hour of airtime.
Yeah, it's
because
Randy Orton.
he
It's
deserves
like-
it.
So this
What-
is something that he's been doing for how many years?
Well,
Too
it's, just
long.
it's more like his attitude.
Well, what
Triple H-
it seems like to me here, this is like Van Halen's last show. This is the end of it. They're still good, but it's definitely the end. Everything that happens after this is just a sad continuance of something that should have been continued.
You know, what's funny is about 5 or 6 months later, Sting came, challenged the champion. The champion practically paralyzed him on a move that he did.
Oh yeah,
Skag.
Colby Lopez.
Yeah, Skagger.
Power bombing him into a turnbuckle and fractured his spine or whatever.
Sting?
Yeah.
The guy that I watched in that cinematic match, like
Yes.
a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, that was AEW because he's in a new company. Look at that bald spot. Looks awful.
I know, right? It's just
glaring.
It's
you can see it from outer space.
All his Just for Men gel spray is just
even an alien that's unaccustomed to human tradition would see that is a guy who's past his prime.
I wouldn't mind it so much if he just dressed like a goddamn normal person. It's like, stop doing the crow shit. Stop it.
Look at that hair.
Oh my god.
It's not even there. It's non-existent.
No, he has more hair now than he did then. He's like Elton John. He starts growing hair at the age of fucking 60.
You know what's funny? Triple H looks bruised on his ass. Like it just instantly.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. He's bruised. Look at that.
His body can't take the impact. He's past the age of 35. He doesn't heal anymore.
Well, he tore his quad at one point. What's on the hamstring? Maybe he tore his hamstring.
The makeup's wearing off and the bruise is showing through now?
Yeah, it's probably what it is. It's probably just like the black makeup from Sting's face.
There's too much light here.
The Monday Night
and there's
Wars.
too old of people. And it's very clearly not good.
Sting gets the shoulder up at 2. Well, I think you guys are thinking a little bit too deep there. I don't think that was what was on the mind of Sting at the time. Sting was just a simple soldier following the orders of the generals or the powers that be at WCW.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What was he doing? He was just on a wrestling show. This is it's like they're one step away from talking about the fake wrestling, like the fake competition.
Captain of the Titanic. When you're talking about the captain of the Titanic and your sport,
it's just a bad.
You know it's over.
The reference is making. He's talking about Ted Turner, I think, or is he talking about Eric Bischoff?
I'm watching a man that has no hair. Like his hair has just gotten considerably worse as he's losing it.
Well, the other guy gave up and just shaved it all off.
The other guy understands.
But you know, they're both,
I don't have hair anymore.
Both past the point of having hair, or they should be at least.
There it is, Scorpion Deathlock.
And it wouldn't be as bad if Sting was
always.
Just
give up before Sting shits himself.
It wouldn't be as bad as DX is coming up. It wouldn't be as bad if. Oh, he's also on AEW. Billy Gunn.
Look at Billy Gunn. He's balding.
Yeah. And Road Dogg passed away recently.
That guy's balding.
Oh. I agree.
Doesn't contest me.
Sting's not giving in.
I see it. They're gathering. Are they gathering?
Remember, the only way to win is exactly what's about to happen.
They're gathering. God damn it.
Wow, they were in a group together.
Yeah, you could see you could telegraph it from a mile away.
Oh. The balding Sting.
This is not awesome. This is not a good match.
This is bad. This
is like there's a spectacle. There's a spectacle here of like
wow, the Sting is just so good. With one hit, he took
Pedigree.
out that
Okay,
other guy.
here we go.
Of course, kick out.
It's WrestleMania.
It's WrestleMania, and there's 6 people fighting each other right now.
So close. Triple H needs to end this, and he needs to end it now. And what's he gonna do, John? End it, Hunter. End it.
This is like there's a spectacle of like the marquee names when they have a match, and this is just it doesn't deliver at that
A
level. And I think
hammer.
that's what they were thinking when they did this. It's like
A hammer.
Sting, Triple H, best wrestling match ever. This is like Hogan and Andre.
The
it's not
48-year-old is
like that
going
at
to
all.
murder the 56-year-old with a hammer.
Who's the guy running the music?
And
There's Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash, big sexy.
He's saying, no, this isn't possible.
Scott Hall,
these guys are fucking
drunk
old
as
as
fuck.
shit.
Scott Hall's very drunk right now.
These guys are all so fucking old. There's no one remotely healthy.
No, there's no one under the age of 40.
On the fucking ground.
There's no one under the age of 40 in this whole group.
When there's no one under
even
40,
referee Charles Robinson
you know
is like
your
50 years
fucking
old.
Sport is dead. Come on. This should have been the end. This should have been the end.
This match shouldn't even have happened.
Of course not. Get after it, boys.
Sean Waltman's the one that goes after Hulk Hogan. Oh,
He drops the hammer.
here he goes. It's alright, dude.
Ugh.
It's not like they were friends. They were mortal enemies in WCW, Sting and NWO. Scorpion Deathlock, also known as the Sharpshooter. Oh yeah, he's got a nasty bruise on his ass. You're right.
Yeah.
Look at how the camera just zoomed in like that on the just zeroed in on the sledgehammer.
I can't even comment on this anymore. It's clearly pathetic. Hogan.
I don't think so, dude.
Hogan looks like he's about to have a stroke.
Hogan looks great. Oh,
X-Pac was on both groups.
yeah.
Oh, now here we go. Spectacle, all the old guys fighting each other. Some
I know, so weird.
Bunch
Hit the
of
life
very
alert.
old guys.
Hit the life alert.
Oh, wow, Scott Hall taking a bump.
Someone's
Oh,
got a
shit.
broken hip.
And still, all these guys are alive.
Yeah.
All of these old guys. The guys that weren't that old that we were talking about earlier
The
are
boomers
dead.
refuse to give up.
But every one of these guys is still alive. Yeah, he even sat down on it. Look at that. Get him. Get him, Sting.
Michaels.
Camera change.
Yep, of course.
Shawn Michaels has really changed in the last 6 years.
The guy.
Like, he looks all right there. He looks like a nice-looking older guy. He's balding, but he's got a hat on, so you can't tell.
He looks weird.
Now he's like,
Right now, he
one
looks
of his
weird.
eyes wanders.
He looks like a guy with health problems.
Mm-hmm.
And he's covering it up with a hat and a ponytail
So,
and some tight pants. But he's
he looks
clearly,
great. Look at all those fucking people.
The ref doesn't even look like he's under 40.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
definitely not,
He's
no.
not. He's been around forever. Definitely into his 40s.
This was
Charles
like
Robinson.
This has got to be a goodbye. This is like everyone realizing like this is it. And then whatever happened after this was like shouldn't have happened. That's what I'm thinking.
The match shouldn't happen to begin with, but
But like they gave
I don't really know.
goodbye.
I think after this, like, nothing happened. I didn't watch it back then because it sucked. the show sucked and I fucking hated it. And now it's way worse than,
The guy's fucking
This,
bruise is really coming through.
you know. But no, because the old guys just sort of retreated back into, into the ether. They just came out for WrestleMania.
Oh, he got his bat.
Well, we're back to an even playing field. This is incredible. Let's start this thing again.
Bat versus Sledgehammer.
I always thought the sledgehammer was such a dumb
Oh, it's so
gimmick.
dumb. It's so dumb.
It's like, because you make contact with somebody in the head with a sledgehammer, they're dead.
Yeah.
You make contact with their fucking ribs.
You
they're
make
gonna...
a contact with anything with. Oh, wow. That's dumb.
That was a
You
cute
could
little
still
spot.
use the sledgehammer.
That's
You
a
could
cute
just,
spot.
You could throw the sledgehammer at his
Yeah,
face.
just whack his toes. Yeah, get him. Get him, old boy.
Old boys. Slapping. The minute they started showing
Sting
these old
splash.
guys fight, it should have been a laughing stock.
These poor guys are exhausted. Imagine your dad being in this position.
My dad.
Oh, yeah, hey, you called
My
it.
dad would have had a heart attack already.
You called it. He took a little bit of the sledgehammer and whacked him in the head.
Exciting.
All right.
Worst fight of the night.
That was awful. That was an awful match.
There's nothing I hate more than watching old guys fight, and then neither of them die.
Would you be happier if one of them had busted a hip and went to the hospital?
Yeah, if they were old guys I didn't know. I mean, these guys shouldn't be fighting. I don't really know the wrestlers, so I would have been fine with Triple H dying.
That's
Yeah,
what
I mean, he
kinda-
died-
but that's
Triple
how
H died after
That's how Triple H is gonna sell it. It's as if he's dead. That's how he'll do. Like when he beat Booker T, he did the same thing. You know, he was completely 100% dead. There's no way he could survive.
Yeah, he doesn't even realize he's won because he's so out of it.
What
Triple
I
H
was
is-
saying though, if I'm gonna watch guys this old fight,
Yeah.
Kevin
I
Nash
wanna
still
watch
looks
one
great
of them
though.
go away in a body bag for real.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, this is just. Why would I watch old men fight? This is boring as shit. I want to watch the Young Bucks fight. And not the actual Young Bucks. Those guys are lame. But, like, young men that are healthy can hurt each other without dying.
Yeah, Nash is the best looking guy of the bunch.
God,
Yeah,
look how-
guys, Silver Fox.
Jeez.
All right, let's wrap this fucker up.
Oh my God.
Please pause it.
You saved the worst for last.
Yeah, that was.
We went in
awful.
chronological order, and it was no good.
Oh, here we go. Handshake time. We gotta see a handshake.
Isn't that one with the long hair who's also balding, who's like the shortest? He still does shit too?
Shortest. Oh, on the left.
Bandana dude.
Yes. He still does. Oh, actually, no. I take it back.
Wait, who's he talking about?
Sean Waltman. I think
Yeah,
he
he
does
does
some
porn.
stuff.
Yeah, he does pornography.
No, he doesn't. He's the one tape with China's. Yeah, this is a real WrestleMania moment.
But they're shaking hands.
Yeah, because that makes sense. They just try
He
to
was
kill
an
each other.
asshole, and then he bashed his head in with a
They
sledgehammer.
just tried to, yeah, I was gonna say, they just try to kill each other with weapons, a bat and a sledgehammer. Now they give themselves the old Godfather slap on the face.
Yeah, the old. Yeah, it was a good. We had a good run. Good work.
I guess a lot of them are wearing
How's he even
bandanas.
standing up, bashed in the head with a sledgehammer? God, I hate the sledgehammer gimmick. That's so dumb. And what was the point? What was the point of this whole thing? Why couldn't Sting go over?
I'd rather watch her
Because
fight.
Triple H needed to win. He needed to prove that WWF was better than WCW.
I
All
want to
right.
watch her fight. Him. Fight each other.
All right. Are we done?
Same height.
We're done. I give that match. That was a dud. That was
0.
a bad match.
That was the epitome of everything I hate about professional wrestling. That's it for today's watch along. Tune in another time, another place for more Brute and the Fruit action.
We should not have done it in chronological order.
We shouldn't have.
We
That
should
was
have
a mistake.
We should have bookended it with two.
Either that or
zingers.
that match would have made us hate life.
Yeah, or matter of fact, we should have just taken that out.
Yeah.
We can still take it out.
I hated it.
Let's just edit that one out. Tim is going to implement his mime rule. No mimes in my pro wrestling matches.
No more mime.
No more mime.
Hey, you know what a good match would have been was Triple H versus Cactus Jack.
That wasn't WrestleMania.
Oh, that's right. That's Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
I just stopped Madison Square Garden.
You never watch boxing or UFC or any real fighting with old fucking men fight.
You
That
don't.
was dumb as shit.
Only if they're
Old
homeless.
guys shouldn't be fucking fighting each other.
Only if they're homeless and then fighting for a sandwich.
Look,
That's
if
right.
you're old, it's
Or quarters.
done.
You
You're
go down
done.
You go down to Pioneer Square.
It's not time to fight anymore. Give up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tim's right.
Go down to Pioneer Square and start throwing quarters at the bums, and they all start kicking each other's ass. They're like, mine.
They don't do that.
All right, we're out of here.
Okay.
My 2
Bye,
bits.
everyone.
My 2 bits. You know how much I can get for 2 bits?
Okay, bye-bye.